My beloved child, I ask you to pause right where you are and quiet your heart, for this message has found you by divine appointment. Do not scroll past this, and do not treat this as just another random moment in your day. I need you to stay until the very end, because what I'm about to reveal to you has the power to shift the way you view your entire life. There is someone, yes, a very real, living person in your world, who has fallen deeply, unexplainably, and uncontrollably in love with you. This is not a fleeting crush or a shallow attraction. It is a profound movement of the spirit that has taken them by surprise just as much as it might surprise you. You need to understand the weight of this connection because it defies the logic of the world. This person has looked at you and felt a pull so strong that they could not fight it, even though their mind told them to run. The most significant detail you must grasp is that they fell in love with you despite the age difference. To the world, that number might look like a barrier, a reason to stay away, or a cause for judgment. But to this person, and in the eyes of heaven, that difference simply does not exist. While their logical mind whispered no, their heart screamed yes louder than any fear they possessed. If you are ready to receive a love that breaks all the rules of logic, type "I am ready to receive" in the comments right now. They tried to ignore this feeling. In the quiet of their own room, they wrestled with these emotions, telling themselves that it wasn't practical, that the timing wasn't right, or that society wouldn't understand. They tried to distract themselves and focus on other things, hoping this magnetic pull would fade away with time. But here is the beautiful truth about divine love. The more they ran from these feelings, the stronger and more undeniable those feelings became. You have taken root in their soul in a way that cannot be uprooted by fear or doubt. God saw your pain, my dear one. He saw the nights you spent waiting, your patience when love seemed far away, and your silent prayers for a connection that felt real. Because of your faithfulness, God permitted this specific connection to bloom. He sent someone who has reached a point where they no longer care about age, distance, or the loud opinions of the world. They have come to a place of surrender. When this person looks at you, they do not see a birth year or a generation gap. They do not see a label or a limitation. They see a soul. They see a light that shines brighter than anyone else they have ever met. When they look into your eyes, they see the peace they have been searching for their entire lives. They simply see home. I want you to really feel the magnitude of what is happening here. This person was not originally supposed to cross your path in this way. Their life was written on a different trajectory, and their story was supposed to end somewhere else, far from yours. But destiny is a powerful force, and divine intervention stepped in to redirect their steps toward you. It was a course correction made by heaven itself. At first, they were confused. They couldn't understand why they felt drawn to you like a moth to a flame, pulled by a magnetic force they couldn't control. You are different from anyone they have ever known. It is not just that you are beautiful to them, though you certainly are. It is that you are spiritually powerful. There is an anointing on your life that captivates them. When you speak, the chaos in their minds settles down, and they feel a sudden, washing calm. When you smile at them, they feel healed in places they didn't even know were broken. And when you walk away from them, it feels as though the entire universe has suddenly gone silent, as if the music of life stops playing until you return. If you believe that you are worthy of a love that sees your soul and not just your surface, declare it today by typing "I am worthy of true love" in the comments. Let that be your signal to the universe. This connection is not a mistake. I need you to hear that clearly. God says this is not an accident or a coincidence. The age gap that might worry you or them is only a cover for a much deeper divine lesson. It is a classroom where both of you are learning about a love that has no limits. Where the world looks at you two and sees impossible, heaven looks down and whispers ordained. This is a love that transcends time. It is a bond that proves that souls do not age, they only deepen. This person is already more involved in your life spiritually than you realize. They pray for you in silence, whispering your name to God when no one else is listening. They check on your presence, looking for you in a room, or checking to see if you are active without letting anyone else know how deeply they care. In the secret theater of their mind, they are already building a life with you. They imagine a future where they are holding your hand openly, walking down the street with their head held high, not caring about what a single soul has to say about it. They know that when love is this pure, it does not need to ask for permission from the world. It just flows like a river, like destiny unfolding exactly as it should. You may have already felt the ripples of this energy. Have you had a sudden thought of them during your prayer time? Have you had a dream where they reach out to you, so vivid it felt real, only for them to vanish before touching you? Perhaps a song plays the exact moment you think of them. These are not random coincidences, my child. This person's soul is calling out your name even when their mouth is shut tight. They are trying to resist the intensity of it because it frightens them, but their heart keeps choosing you, over and over again, every single day. God is telling you right now to let this unfold. Do not force it, do not rush it, and do not fear it. Just let it be. What is coming next is going to leave you breathless, for this person is reaching a breaking point where they can no longer hold this in. They are preparing to confess something to you. It might not come as a grand speech at first. It might be in the way they suddenly start caring for you, a protective energy that surrounds you when they are near, or a simple action that speaks louder than any word could. Something is about to shift in the atmosphere between you. A message, a glance, a tiny gesture, and suddenly you will know. You will realize that your souls have met before and that you are finding each other again. In this lifetime, God is giving you a second chance to love without fear. Prepare your heart, my beloved. The connection that has defied reason, logic, and judgment is about to become undeniable. They fell in love with you not despite the years between you, but because of the soul within you. You awakened something divine in them, and soon you will see it with your own eyes. Stay faithful, for the revelation is just beginning. My beloved child, I need you to stay with me because Hat is unfolding right now, in the spiritual realm, will make your heart tremble in the best way possible. You see, that person who has fallen so deeply for you is currently in a state of internal war. They have been trying so hard to hide these feelings, burying them beneath layers of logic and reason. They tell themselves over and over again that it is wrong, that it cannot happen, and that the obstacles are simply too high to climb. They look at the circumstances and try to convince their mind to walk away, but their soul refuses to move. Every single time they look into your eyes, and every time they hear the sound of your voice, their heart whispers a truth they can no longer silence. This is the one. They cannot explain it to their friends, and they can barely explain it to themselves. They do not understand why you, out of everyone they have ever met, have managed to reach places inside them that no one else has ever touched. It confuses them because it defies the rules they have lived by. But God knows exactly why this is happening. Listen to me carefully. This is not a random attraction, and it is not a fleeting infatuation. This connection is divine chemistry that was created in the heavens before either of you even took your first breath on this earth. If you believe that true love is written in the stars, I want you to type "I trust the divine plan" in the comments below. Let the universe know you are open to its design. You must stop seeing the age difference as a barrier, for that is not how heaven sees it. In this sacred connection, the age gap is not a wall, it is a bridge. It is the very thing that makes your bond so rare and so potent. You carry a wisdom that their soul has been starving for, a maturity that grounds them in ways they have never experienced. In return, they carry a warmth and a vitality that your spirit has secretly longed for. Why? Oh, fit together like two pieces of a puzzle that were cut from the same wood. Every moment they spend apart from you feels like 1,000 silent heartbreaks, a dull ache that never truly goes away. There is a profound reason why your energy calls them back every single time they try to move on. And believe me, they have tried. They have met others, they have tried to distract themselves with work or new hobbies, but it is futile. Their mind always drifts back to you, again and again, like a ship caught in a current it cannot escape. You are like a song that never stops playing in the back of their mind, a melody that haunts them in the most beautiful way. They lie awake at night praying, asking God, "Why do I still feel this way? Why can't I just let them go?" And the answer they keep hearing in the silence of their room is simply you. You are the lesson they need to learn. You are the healing they have been waiting for. You are the chapter of their story that they cannot skip and cannot rewrite. Child of light, God is telling you that this connection is meant to awaken both of your hearts. You were not sent to break each other, you were sent to build each other. They are learning how to love beyond society's rigid labels, and you are learning how to trust in divine timing. But here is the truth that you need to hear without fear. They are about to reach a breaking point. They are reaching that critical moment where the pain of holding back hurts far more than the risk of letting go. The dam is about to break. When that happens, you will feel it. You will sense their energy shifting around you, a change in the air that tells your spirit something is different before your eyes even see it. If you are ready to embrace this shift, type "I am open to love" in the comments. Let your heart be a welcoming door. This person dreams of a life where they don't have to hide their feelings anymore. They fantasize about a day where they can finally say your name out loud without lowering their voice, where they don't have to feel guilt for loving who they love. They want to hold you without looking over their shoulder, wondering, is this allowed? Deep down, beneath the fear, they already know that this love isn't forbidden, it is blessed. When love is written by God, no human opinion can erase it. They fell in love with your light, your maturity, and your unshakable calmness. You healed parts of them that they never told anyone about, wounds they kept hidden until your presence soothed them. That is why they cannot stop watching you. That is why they cannot stop thinking of you or hoping for just one more moment that brings you both together. Do not look away now, because the universe is already aligning to make this happen. You might have already started noticing strange signs. Perhaps you are seeing repeating numbers like 1111 or 222 constantly. Maybe songs with hidden messages are playing on the radio, exactly when you are thinking of them. You might feel a sudden, inexplicable urge to check your phone right before a message comes through. These are not coincidences. They are breadcrumbs leading you to the truth. Then something unexpected will happen, a message out of the blue, a chance meeting, or a silence between you that feels heavy with unspoken words. It is God's way of whispering, now it begins. The world might question it. People might not understand how two souls can connect so deeply across years or logic, but you do not owe them an explanation. This connection isn't for the gallery, it is for the two of you. Soon, very soon, this person will show you what your heart has known all along, that love is not measured in time but in truth. So stay still, stay open, and stay faithful. Something huge, something heaven-ap, proved, is about to reveal itself to you. If you claim this divine union, write, I claim my destiny in the comments below. My beloved child, do not skip this part, for we are now entering the moment where everything begins to make perfect sense. That person, the one your heart simply cannot forget no matter how much time passes, is reaching their absolute breaking point. Their soul has become too full of you to remain silent any longer. They can no longer hide what heaven has already exposed to the light. They have tried everything to suppress this. They have tried silence, they have tried denial, and they have tried to convince themselves it was just a phase. But none of it has worked. Now every sign, every dream, and every divine whisper they hear is pointing them straight back to you like a compass finding true north. They are starting to see you everywhere they go. They see your face in the crowds, they hear your name in the conversations of strangers, and they feel your presence in empty rooms. Even when they actively try to move forward with their life, destiny keeps gently pulling them back to your name. Listen closely to me. This is not a coincidence, and you are not imagining it. This is divine synchronization at work. Every single thought they have of you is actually a spiritual message being delivered straight from their soul to yours. When they hear your name, their heartbeat physically shifts. When they dream of you, it feels more real than their waking life. If you believe that your connection is divinely guided, type, "I trust the signs" in the comments. Let the universe know you are listening. When they see something that reminds them of you, their chest tightens with a beautiful ache because deep down they know the truth. They have fallen in love with you beyond any logical explanation. God is telling you right now that this connection carries a massive purpose. You were never supposed to be just ordinary lovers or a fleeting romance. You were meant to be mirrors for one another. Reflections that awaken the divine potential sleeping within each other. That age gap that worries the world? It is merely an illusion, a test meant to measure your courage, not to stop your love. It is there to prove to you both that divine bonds transcend earthly labels and timelines. This person has finally realized this truth. They have stopped asking God why them, and have started asking, how do I get closer to them? My dear one, you might not know this yet because they hide it so well, but this person watches you silently in total admiration and awe. When you smile, something deep inside their spirit heals. When you distance yourself, they feel completely lost. They try to act fine on the surface, but their spirit trembles every time you pull away. They replay moments in their head, your laughter, your specific choice of words, your calming presence, because every fragment of you feels sacred to them. They have already chosen you in their heart, even if they haven't said it with their lips yet. But listen carefully, because this is where things change. This person is about to act differently. The distance they placed between you, the hesitation that held them back, and the fear of judgment, it is all melting away. God is whispering to their heart right now. Now is the time. You should expect messages that feel unusual or out of character, unexpected meetings that seem random but are perfectly timed, and emotions that feel impossible to contain. This person is preparing to do something bold, something that will prove once and for all what they feel, because when love is truly divine, it cannot stay silent forever. This isn't a fantasy you have built in your head, it is a prophecy. You both were written in the same spiritual script long before you ever met. Every challenge you faced, every frustrating delay, and every moment of confusion was all preparation for this realization. They fell in love with your patience, your purity, and your strength, but most of all, they fell in love with your soul. Now they are ready to show the world that love doesn't ask for permission, it only asks for faith. Stay with me because this connection is not ending in silence. It is transforming right now into something visible, something blessed, and something that will make others wonder how you defied every odd to find each other. The answer will be simple. God wrote it that way. The moment is approaching where heaven turns the impossible into reality. That person who has been silently loving you, suppressing every emotion, is finally surrendering. Their heart has reached a point where the weight of silence feels heavier than the risk of truth. They simply cannot carry this secret any longer. Something inside them has shifted. They no longer care about what people will say. They are only afraid of one thing, losing the one soul that feels like home. If you are ready to be chosen and cherished, write, "I am ready for love" in the comments below. They have been receiving signs too, just like you. They see your initials in random places, hear your name in passing conversations, and wake up in the middle of the night with a profound feeling that your soul is calling theirs. This isn't obsession, it is divine recognition. When two souls are destined, they vibrate on the same frequency, even in silence. They tried ignoring it, but every time they close their eyes, your face appears, not just in dreams, but in visions guided by God Himself. What happens next will shock you, my dear one. God is whispering, the wait is over. This person is about to take a step they have never taken before, a leap of faith that will change everything between you. They will reach out, perhaps through a message that feels small, casual, or unexpected. But do not be fooled. Behind those simple words lies a storm of emotion. Their hands might shake when they type it, and their heart will race when they hit send, but they will do it because heaven is giving them the courage they lacked before. When that message arrives, you will know instantly that this isn't normal. It is divine timing. There was a time when they thought you were too different, too far away, or too impossible to have. But now they see things clearly. They see you as a gift wrapped in God's grace, a soul shining with a light they cannot find anywhere else. They no longer care about what separates you, only what connects you, and that connection is unbreakable. You have felt their energy lately, haven't you? That sudden warmth in your chest, that moment when your heart races for no apparent reason. That is their soul thinking of you, calling out to your spirit from across distance and time. Right now, they are praying for a sign that it is safe to come closer. God is removing obstacles, dissolving confusion, and guiding them toward you step by step. They will begin to speak from their heart, saying things that sound small but carry deep emotion. The angels are already preparing the encounter. It could happen in an ordinary moment, a place you visit often, a random call, or a sudden reunion. But the atmosphere will feel different, still, glowing, and sacred. Time will feel like it is slowing down, and your souls will recognize each other instantly. You will feel peace, and they will feel home. In that silence between your heartbeats, you will know this was never a coincidence. This was divine design. They felt God in your presence, and they saw healing in your smile. Now, nothing can stop what heaven has already approved. My beloved, child, do not turn away now, for we have arrived at the moment of confirmation that your soul has been silently waiting for. The waiting season is ending, and the revealing season is finally here. You have felt it lately, haven't you? That strange magnetic pull in your heart, or that sudden wave of peace that washes over you for no logical reason. That is not your imagination. It is the universe preparing to merge two divine paths, yours and theirs, into a single destiny. The one who fell in love with you, even when the world said it was impossible, is now realizing that this connection is far from ordinary. It is destiny wrapped in patience and divine timing. God says the signs are already surrounding you, specifically in the numbers you keep seeing. Have you noticed 11, 11, 22, or 55 appearing again and again? These are not random digits. They are divine codes, direct messages from the angels whispering to you, "Stay ready, the moment is near." You will start to notice their name appearing in the most unexpected places, or their favorite song playing exactly when you are lost in thought about them. Every single one of these instances is heaven's way of telling you that it is happening right now. My dear one, this person is going through a profound spiritual awakening. Their spirit is restless, not because they are lost, but because they are finally being called home toward you. They are questioning everything in their life, their choices, their relationships, and their priorities, because they cannot find true peace anywhere except in the thought of you. This is not an obsession, it is recognition, for their soul remembers yours from a time before this life. Soon they will stop resisting what God has been showing them, that love does not need logic to be real, it only needs truth. The age gap that once felt like a thick wall is now transforming into a doorway. They have realized something powerful. Your maturity, your light, and your calmness bring a healing to their heart that they cannot find in anyone their own age. And your heart, though strong and guarded, feels safe around them in ways you cannot explain. That balance, that magnetic bond, isn't man-made, it is heaven-sent. The angels are moving behind the scenes right now, orchestrating encounters and aligning moments that will feel too perfect to be random. It may happen in a single fleeting moment, a message from them that carries deep emotion hidden between the lines, a glance that lasts just a second longer than usual, or a conversation that suddenly feels different. When it happens, your soul will whisper, "This is it." God says that when they come forward, you must not let fear speak louder than love. This connection was never meant to fit inside normal definitions. It was meant to inspire faith and show that divine love doesn't ask for proof, it asks for trust. You have changed their understanding of love from something fleeting to something eternal. Soon you will see them move differently around you. Their eyes will soften when they look at you, their tone will carry a new warmth, and their silence will speak volumes. You won't need them to say "I love you" to know it is true. You will feel it in the way they act, in the way they protect your peace, and in the way they finally choose you without hesitation. This person is standing on the edge of a divine confession. Their soul can no longer contain the truth. They are tired of pretending, tired of running, and tired of acting like what they feel for you is ordinary. It is sacred, and the time for silence is over. They have been restless, losing sleep and replaying memories of you, their heart racing every time they think of your face. They tried to reason it out, to convince themselves it was just a phase. But their spirit knows better. The peace they feel when you are near is divine recognition. God says the truth is rising to the surface. Every fear that once stopped them, judgment, doubt, hesitation, is fading away because they no longer care what others think. They only care about not losing you. When they see you again, even from a distance, their soul will tremble, and the emotions they have buried will rise like a flood. No matter how much they try to stay composed, their eyes will betray the truth, for eyes never lie when the heart speaks first. You will see the softness, the longing, and the surrender that says, "I still love you, I never stopped." This is not just romance, this is restoration. God is restoring what distance, fear, and confusion once broke, aligning every event to bring both hearts to the same page. They will come forward not with grand gestures, but with truth, raw, trembling, and real. Because that is what divine love looks like, honest, imperfect, but destined. You will recognize their return through peace. There will be no chaos or confusion, just a calm energy that feels like home. After their confession, something in the air will change. The energy around you will shift to become lighter, purer, and magnetic. You will feel peace where there used to be confusion, and warmth where there used to be an ache. The angels are whispering, "It is done." You will see blessings start to multiply in both your lives. Doors that were once closed will fly open, and opportunities will appear as if from nowhere. Even people who once doubted this connection will sense something divine in it, for when God blesses a union, no force on earth can interfere. Heaven didn't bring this person into your life to test you, but to complete you. The age difference was never meant to separate you. It was meant to protect the timing because you weren't ready before, and neither were they. But now, both of you are exactly where God needs you to be. This love won't be loud. It will be still, safe, and powerful. You won't have to chase it. You will simply rest in it. Their presence will feel like sunlight on a winter morning, gentle, consistent, and warm. And when they hold you, it will feel like the whole universe exhales in relief because two halves have finally found their whole. This is your divine confirmation. The one who fell in love with you despite every difference wasn't rebelling against reason. They were answering heaven's call. And now, heaven is answering yours. What comes next is not just a union, it is a purpose. You are two souls chosen not just to love each other, but to heal others through the light you carry together. Your story isn't ending, my child. It is just beginning, written by God, witnessed by angels, and sealed in eternity. If this message has confirmed the truth in your spirit, and you are ready for this new chapter of divine love, I invite you to join our family by subscribing to the channel. By subscribing, you ensure that you stay connected to these prophetic words and never miss the guidance meant for your journey. Click that subscribe button now, and let us walk together into the miracle that is waiting for you. You are loved beyond measure.